Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Welcome to our website. We've got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
The moon, the stars, the sky. Come on closer, baby, let the lights go out. Yeah. We fall and then we rise. No more alibis, I wanna hide now. Yeah. Pull into the fire, baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, hey. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Walk a straight line, how many fingers? An ecstasy, fragrance lingers, yeah. And those endless conversations, and you feel it floating now. I finally got you, and I'll follow you into the fire. Baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, yeah. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Hold me up, cause you never wanna drop me, not me. Got the key, dancing to unlock me. Side to side, know their fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing gonna stop me. You're talking to get you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. You should say what you say. Oh, come on, get it longer. Oh, come on, get it longer. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Let me show you, let me show you pure love.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. What is this?
This is new to our studio. This is the Cat in the Looking Glass.
I don't want to touch it because I will break it.
This is the Cat in the Looking Glass. This was created by Amy Rashevsky. Isn't that lovely?
It's very lovely. But welcome to the Brooklyn Café on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. I got some exciting news. The song that you hear we play before the show is nothing less than Redhead Kendra. And that's her latest and greatest. And do you know, we signed the deal today. Move it down? What do you want me to move it to? How's that? Can't hear you. Is that better? Why, was it vibrating? Was I gyrating?
You're muffled because it's in your shirt.
Oh.
It's good. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We are a full-service production house coming to a theater near you.
Excuse-moi. But as I was saying, Kendra, redheaded Kendra, who we have a drink by the name after her, she never came to uncork the bottle, but the red drink, the Kendra drink, is going to be found in all bars in Boca very soon. But we just did a deal with J&M Productions, which is a music production gentleman who's been doing this for 40 years. Has some super mega stars and everything. We signed him up today, and I found out that he signed Kendra to the Florida market.
Very exciting.
And I wasn't aware of that until today.
Jeffrey Weinstein.
So congratulate to the two of them. We're gonna try to push it out and get to as much as we can on the outside. But that song can be purchased on Apple,
Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you can find Kendra Erica music, you can find that song. And of course, the one we always play on the morning show is Love and Hope, which is one of my all-time favorites.
which is a beautiful song. That song to me, it hit home when they came out. It was the best, but she's doing some new things as well. So I want to congratulate Kendra for that. And if you want Kendra to sing at an event or something else, let us know. And then my man Slick over there and I, with J&M Productions, we're talking to the Artful Dodger. We have, the Artful Dodger is going to be AMP's property on Saturday night.
Look at Slick.
No, it's the camera. I didn't even know the camera was on me.
It's not.
Yeah.
Is it on you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they put it on.
Is the camera on?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
It's
choose
on.
yep, it's on you.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna be doing some things at Artful Dodger. I'll say bringing in some shows. I'm gonna be bringing everybody out with my lovely voice. Then the main events will be after me.
Slick, sit down, they say.
The events will be I'll say after the fact.
So look, I got to tell you, I was talking to a new friend of ours, the author who wrote Hot Rod Todd, The Learning ABCs, Adrian Sarnecki. Adrian, I hope I got this name. Adrian is a gentleman that I spoke with. So apparently, Adrian in the United States is a female name. In the UK, it's male or female. So I spoke to Adrian this morning, and he showed us all of his huskies. You were on the phone, but that's who I was talking to.
It's funny because I'm waving at somebody. I don't even know what the hell I was waving at.
So he's sending up some new swag. We should be getting some new swag from him.
So he raises huskies in the UK.
No, he's in Indiana.
So why'd you say UK?
He's from the UK. He's friends with Karen Kelly.
Oh.
He would like to be part of our kids network because he's got these ABCs and these great books about huskies. And you saw the huskies in his house. They are beautiful.
He sent me one that looks just like Nina.
So
And he
what-
says, does this remind you of Nina? And I said, holy smokes, exactly. It has the mask. And she was blue-eyed. I don't know if that one was blue, I couldn't tell.
So we got to see Nina today and Eye Patch Echo. You know, I'm always very close with those that wear eye patches. So he's got one that's got Eye Patch Echo, and he's going to be joining us for a segment probably next week.
Very nice.
Husky puppies were born March 14th, 2019.
March 14th?
6 of them. March 14th, 2019.
And our birthdays are
Close to that.
19th and 24th.
Fourth. What a busy morning. I got to tell you, we did not have a morning show. We hit the snooze button a little bit too long, but we got a lot of work done and some really exciting news coming out of Comcast. Last night I went out for dinner with some of my girlfriends for a birthday, and one of my girlfriends says, I didn't realize you did all that. She said, but now I understand what you do. That it's more than our show that we get to do with. It's kind of like welcome to our living room and Slick. And
Our living room and Slick?
because you know what Adrian told me? He said, it's kind of nice that you have this whole conversation with your crew and you get to talk to Slick all the time.
I don't even know who Slick is. He waits for the bus, he comes in, and then he runs out.
But everyone likes it. We get to talk to Slick. There he is.
Yeah, so yeah, I just come in.
Yeah, yeah.
I just come in, so yeah.
Man of many words.
Me? I try to be.
You did Lady B show today.
Yes.
How was that?
A lot of spice. A lot
Can
of
I
lot
ask
of
you,
spice.
do you understand one word of what they're saying?
Not at all. Not
It's
at
in
all.
Portuguese.
Yes. So I kind of learned Spanish while I was here and Portuguese a little bit.
Now, I have an event that you're going to want to cover, Slick,
Which
with
is
with Lady B.
Miss
We are
Boujon.
going to have a swimsuit runway show.
At the beach.
Bikinis.
Really?
No, at the Artful Dodger. You leaving? Yeah. All right. Don't go too far,
All
because
edited and done?
we're gonna make you a star. So get ready.
I can't wait to see the segment she and Bianca just put together.
I want to see that as well. But also, we're gonna have a new co-host to our Kids Television Network because we need an anchor, and we have the perfect person for that.
We'll see you Monday. Awesome. Thanks, Haley.
Nice job.
It's so interesting now that you don't see people with masks on. You get to see everybody's face.
You know, I didn't recognize her.
I know she was standing there for a second. I had to think about who is that?
She, I get a feel for her like I did for Kendra when we first started with Kendra. I thought that Kendra, I still think it's going to be a superstar. And for some reason, this kid, she's cut from a different cloth.
Right out of high school. She's still in high school.
I
She hasn't
know.
even graduated yet. She
But
graduates next month.
She wants it, and you can tell she wants it.
I got to tell you, it's really amazing. So yes, welcome to our living room with Slick. That's Slick's new merch.
I love that. It looks nice, Slick. I got to tell you. Anybody noticed when you were walking around your house?
I would say a lot of people noticed because I wore the blue one yesterday.
Talk it to your microphone so we can hear you.
Excuse technical difficulties. I walked with the blue one yesterday. They loved it, and then some people wanted to buy it off of me.
Should have sold it.
Yeah, I should have, but you know,
This is
They're
the
my
one I
first
like.
two.
I like the white one.
the white one's nice.
I think it's smart.
It's me.
And what were they asking you when they saw it today?
They're basically asking me like, so what's the platform? So, like,
No,
mostly-
they were asking you, where's the hat?
Oh no, Miss Boujon was
Uh-huh.
asking me where was the hat. Yeah.
I told you.
So
And your
I'll
friend
just-
Dan also has a hat. Everybody's asking, where's the hat? Why don't you guys wear the hat?
because sometimes it doesn't go with the feng shui of the
He's
outfit.
got to worry about glasses and now a hat and
Yeah,
a new
see,
sweatshirt. He's got a lot of
I'm-
accessories now.
I lost my glasses 2 times this week. I didn't have my glasses.
Is
on
it
2
true that you left your glasses
Mm-hmm.
on a shoot that you did over the weekend? They was told that you left them, I think, at the Artful Dodger. You left them somewhere you were with Dan. You forgot them.
Oh, it probably was with the Artful Dodger. Probably with the Artful Dodger, because I don't bring my glasses in.
How
I
do
think
you
I'll bring my
forget your glasses?
I don't bring them in. I don't forget them. I just don't bring them in.
Teddy, are you coming to join us?
I am, because I feel bad you're only talking to Slick.
Thank you.
I am going to sit here, though, so I can eat and I'm not on camera.
So you can hold the mic.
Hey, but at least she's joining us for the conversation. It's pretty
It's only
good.
taken me 3 years to get there. Who else we got?
Bianca's going to come out
Where's
in a minute.
Bianca?
She's coming out. She's just watching Val.
See,
I'm not on camera, but I'm on
it's
A1.
like being in our living room. Everyone loves that we get to talk to the crew and have this whole conversation. So I asked some of them to put together segments, packages of recorded, not only live, they're going to be doing some live stuff today as well, but some packages and segments of what's going on in the news. There's some things right now going on in the news that we should be discussing, and I wanted them to discuss. So I
And
don't
you
know.
have it queued up?
I don't know what they've discussed. So
Is
Val,
it-
let's see.
Sending it over. It should be in soon.
All right, so as soon as it's over, so Bianca and Haley put together some segments.
Do we have to set this up, or are we just going to wing it?
Well, let them send it.
They're going to send it and upload it, and then we're going to talk about that.
Sending it over.
And you guys, you could play along out there in TV land if you guys want to send us segments. It just got to be of the midday.
Appropriateness.
Yeah.
So I was saying Bitcoin, Bitcoin totally took a tank. It's creeping
coming back
up.
already.
It's coming back up. But did you know that, oh my gosh, how much money
I do.
people, what was I going to say?
$5 billion
About what?
was lost when Bitcoin dropped.
No, that's not what I was going to say. When he was on SNL, people then took this opportunity to hack other people's accounts and say they were Elon Musk, they were, who was the singer that did it? Miley Cyrus. And they said they were them, and if they verified their account and took small monies, then they would get free percentages of Bitcoin. So many people did this to scammers and are out millions of dollars that people believe this. And they took full advantage of this whole situation. They took advantage on the social media of him being on TV. So it leads me to my thought of when you are in the public eye and you are a public figure, do you have a responsibility to maybe be careful what you say, be careful where you air yourself, or hackers just going to hack in no matter what you do?
They're going to hack in no matter what.
Awesome.
What are you doing?
She's working on that commercial.
She looks...
She's intent working on that commercial.
You got to congratulate her for getting her Comcast commercial approved. Everything's ready to rock and roll.
Yep.
2 Comcast commercials
2?
approved.
I know. We're up to number... I just signed another one. I think we got 8. We got another 4 coming in the pipeline.
So do you think...
I think that the hackers are going to do what they do simply because you understand how this hacking process works.
No. I mean, I understand, but I don't know the technology of how it actually works.
Gio was telling me that they sent out some kind of bug, and when you open the bug, it does something to your system that now it's locked up. And then you notify the person, listen, I'm willing to pay to get it unlocked. They don't even know who you are. They send out 1 trillion of these things. So when it comes back, you pay for it based on whatever the person, unfortunately, wants to get away with. The funny thing about that is they pay $5 million for the pipeline one. They could have asked for $500 million. There was so much business that they had disrupted.
Well, they did at first. Like, the ransom was super high, but then they slowly got it down.
Well, the funny thing about this is that we have to be a little bit better with our security. Our security is horrible. Is there a way to stop it? I don't know.
So it was interesting that people take advantage, and so it makes me think, like, you and I aren't in the public eye, but we're, as Gio says, we're
You
pseudo.
have to be careful what you
We're
say.
pseudo in the public eye of what you say, but they took full advantage of him being on SNL, which he did nothing wrong. He appeared on SNL. Miley Cyrus was the singer. This is what SNL does. And they took advantage of people having his name in the forefront of their mind, saying, oh, here I am, here's Bitcoin.
Here's just a small security tip if you don't have security. If you ever get a text or an email saying, you know, you want a $30 Amazon gift card, or this is your FedEx order that is lost, and it has a link in it, don't click it. Even if you really think it might be legit, call a customer service and say, hey, did you send me this? Because 99% of the time, FedEx is not sending you a text message saying your package is delayed. Amazon does not give out free gift cards ever.
That's true,
You know, you'll get an email. If someone says they're a celebrity contacting you, no, they're not. They're not. Because if they know you well enough to contact you, then you know their phone number. Do not click on any link that you don't know for a fact is there.
Good
Call
advice.
customer service for that company and say, hey, I got this text. Is it real?
Good advice.
Celebrities are not going to contact you. It's not the way the game is
And the
played.
celebrity
they
going to
will.
ask you for money.
No, they
It's not even
won't.
like, hey, you're like so cute. Let's hang out. And I'm like, totally, man. Like, well, what's your social security? And I'm
Do
like,
it. Do not. They're not gonna. We have people on here who will believe you. They're not gonna contact you.
Yeah, please
don't.
It's
don't
funny
click
because
on
Lou
their
was in the
links.
house yesterday and he was saying, yeah, Trump said, can we take Clorox? And all those knuckleheads in Texas would injecting themselves with Clorox.
Yeah, people believe what you say. So there is a responsibility of
Yeah.
what you say when you're in the public eye of anything, for any of the shows you guys do, for any of our hosts on radio. You're in the public eye.
That's right. I mean, they have toys that were coming in from China that had lead in them. And there was somebody in California that put the toy on the air. And everybody bought it. Oh, if it's good enough for the actor, I want it for my kid, right? It was full of lead. It
Well,
had a
it's also
recall.
the art of editing. And you realize just from what we do here, everything can be edited and changed. You can even change faces on your own apps now. You can go do these videos and put your face on a movie star app. I could be Wonder Woman if I wanted to be now.
They can change my face? I want to change my face.
Maybe somebody wants your face.
No, no.
You guys ever heard of that app where it's like, so you take a picture of like Messi, for example, and you type in a script like, hi, Don, like, how are you? Like, you're my best friend forever. And it takes like small fragments of pictures of his face to where it looks and it sounds like he's actually saying that message. So sometimes they would do it for presidents and be like, Obama was like, oh, like I hate shoes. And then it would look like he's actually saying it, but it's an app that like takes pictures from all over the internet of that bass and like takes little sound bits of his voice, so it looks and it sounds exactly like him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they were gonna make it illegal because it was scary good.
Did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't make it illegal, but they were really close to doing it. But then I don't know why they didn't though.
Interesting.
Because it's unconstitutional, I think.
Yeah.
You have
I
a
don't know.
legal right to, even to mess it up. And I know that there are programs now that will string out words, like you say, I don't like shoes, and they can make it sound like I don't like Jews. It's just craziness.
Wow.
I've seen that one. And I've seen it on TV shows, and I've seen it in the movies, the way they do it.
It's scary. Just be vigilant on who you answer emails, what links you click on. If you have any questions, I know you actually called Amazon because it said you sent a package overseas or something, and you're like, no.
That's right. But I called Amazon. I didn't open
You didn't open it. You called them.
I had to put a double safety lock on my
Email, right?
email because I was getting some real strange stuff.
Also, there is, if you really want to be security for it, Freddie and I both use it, not sponsored, but they should sponsor us. It's called 1Password, the number 1Password. It's a great vault to keep all of your passwords in, but always have randomly generated passwords because that's an easier way to stay safe.
One pass.
Because otherwise, if you have one password for every, like one singular password for everything, if a hacker guesses that password, they have access to everything.
I have to change all the Restream passwords, I was told,
Yes.
because it was hacked or compromised. They don't call it hacked, they call it compromised. They're not sure.
It means hacked.
Well, what it is a database was hacked, and they don't
Yep.
know if they took advantage of your thing. So
That is what happens. So tell us what you did with Haley. What segment did you guys put
Haley
together?
and I, at first we were like, I don't know what to do. So I brought up about how recently I saw, this is not on the segment, but recently I saw a man who was like, let's say he's around 36. He was like around 36 at the time. He wakes up at April 18th. And before that, he was like this traffic stop guy, just like regular man in Russia. He wakes up and he goes, I'm Jesus. Like, I am Jesus Christ. Like, I'm the Messiah. He writes his own Bible, his own version of the Bible. And he gets 10,000 followers on like Instagram and YouTube. And he tells them all, okay, guys, I'm the Messiah, and we have to move to the middle of nowhere in Russia. You have to sell all your belongings and come with me now. Bring your family, like sell your cars, your houses, like any money that you ever had, get rid of it. So they go to Russia for 23 years. They're there. And people, like, he's obviously brainwashing them. They have pictures of him all over the house because he says he's Jesus. So they have all these ceremonies, and they're like, it's not their Christmas, but it's their founding days on August 18th when he found out he was Jesus, says him. 23 years later, the Russian cops come in to arrest him because they find out that he is stealing people's money through religion. And I found out that there are actually 5 more men around the world who claim to be Jesus as well. And the one thing they all have in common is the fact that they are very wealthy. And they have a lot of standing because, you know, all these people think that they're Jesus and they're tricking them. So we were talking about that, and Haley goes, you ever heard of Mother God? And I was like, what? There's another cult. It's called, like, How I Love or something like that. I already forgot. And this woman, she just passed away recently, and they're trying to find out how she passed away or why, because technically they can't scan her fingerprints, so they don't know if it's her, but they all are like 99% sure that it's her.
Is this all in your segment?
I'm about to, yeah, but if you want to keep hearing about it, you have to go and watch the segment.
All right, let's see the segment.
did you know they had it queued up?
Good morning, guys, and welcome to some current events today with your host, Queen Bee, also known as Bianca Smith by birth. I just wanted to fill you guys in on some current events today, and the first thing I really want to talk about is a cult. I was talking to my dear friend Haley, and we were like, what are we going to talk about? And she brought up this cult, that a cult leader, Mother God, was found dead and mummified. Why are her followers celebrating? A lot of you are probably wondering, who is Mother God? And I didn't know before this, but Haley and I were chatting, and we were like, cult leaders are very odd, and this one is no exception. So the story goes that a man walked into a Colorado police station last week to report a dead body in his home. The officers dispatched to the scene and were not expecting to discover a mummified corpse wrapped in Christmas lights with glitter around empty eye sockets. The body was ensconced in a sleeping bed, laying on a bed surrounded by some sort of shrine, according to the county sheriff's office. Mother God claims to be 19 billion years old, and she has been reincarnated 534 different times. A lot of people are wondering, was it her followers that killed her? Because if you go on the Facebook page, which is now deleted, you can find that one of the people is saying that she's gone into ascension. So a lot of people are wondering, is this murder? Did she ask for them to be killed, or did she die naturally and they just made a shrine for her? And a lot of the followers were really excited that she passed away, because now that she's passed away and got into ascension, she says that she can take 144,000 people into the fifth dimension with her, which is why a lot of people really love that cult. However, a lot of people in that town in Colorado did not like her because they accused her of brainwashing and taking other people's financial situations and taking advantage of them. So the question remains, do you charge the 7 men who were found around the body? Did she die naturally, or was she murdered or asked to be murdered? No one knows. In other news, the Hype House is getting a new TV series. Hype House is from TikTok. You got all these guys who dance, these ladies who dance. Getting a lot of mixed reviews. When Netflix dropped it, I think that they dropped it at the wrong time because they stole Stranger Things to make this. In other news, Ariana Grande got married this weekend, and no one knows if she wore a ponytail or not because there's not one photo, one video. No one knows what happened at that wedding, and she got married to Dalton Gomez, which not a lot of people were expecting because Dalton is not a very famous guy. Also, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are now confirmed to be together. A$AP said that she's the one, but to be honest, all I really care about is the music. I want to know if they're going to collab and if he's gonna tell her, hey bud, let's make some music together. Friends had a reunion, but people are worried that Matthew Perry, because he was slurring his words. However, they said they all had a great time because they all love each other and they were asking fun questions, and I think it was a really fun thing for them to do in the middle of the pandemic. Kendall Jenner was accused of cultural appropriation because she named her tequila brand 81A and did not talk about its Mexican roots. And then she got in trouble because she wore a cowboy hat. Alrighty guys, thanks for tuning in to Current Events. Maybe this will happen again, I don't know. Anyways guys, have a great day. And definitely DM Rihanna and ask her to make some music. I feel like if everyone does it at least once, she will have to drop at least a 30-second song. Anyways, guys, have a good day.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Café. Hope to see you soon. And remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
The Spa Facial by Maria has amazing facials, body treatments, and sugar body waxing for any special occasion. All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213-5034 or visit her website at thespafacial.info.
For over 30 years, the acute color sense and masterful presentations of this artist have inspired women worldwide. Barbara's style encompasses it all: bold and brazen, subtle and calming, drawing on unconventional techniques and tools, canvas spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her hallmark is highly textured surfaces and playful resin-filled abstracts. Barbara graduated magna cum laude from New York University. She studied at Cooper Union and the Boca Museum of Art. To view her artwork, visit her website at barbarasilvergallery.com or contact her by phone at 917-757-0447 or by email at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
Hi guys, this message is brought to you by Barbara Silver's Gallery. You know, today I was practicing my drawing. I had this little ice cream cone, you probably can't see it, and I was like, dang, like I need something around my house, something to really that is vibrant, maybe some neutrals, maybe some bolds. And then I thought, there's Barbara Silver. If you guys want to come in and check out her art, we have it all over the studio. I think she's a wonderful artist. She's got many different great styles. And if you want to go check her out, go to barbarasilvergallery.com. Now back to you guys, Freddie and Dawn.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I gotta tell you, Barbara Silver, she's been on the set all week. And I gotta tell you, some of the stuff that she brought in is really cool.
I like it a lot. Yeah, I had that other piece behind me, some new pieces. We're going to next week, I think, go down to her gallery, shoot some film footage, and put a new commercial together.
I kind of like that idea. And I like also, they tell me that this is the latest craze in the art world. Is this kind of, what do you call that?
Art?
No, it has a name.
Colors?
No, Amy told me the name.
Oh, I don't know then. We'll have to ask Amy.
No, it wasn't abstract. That's what I called it. She said, no, it's called something else.
I don't know. I'm looking. We rehung this a little bit.
This
You
is
seem
it.
to think that was the muted colors?
The muted colors like this has a name.
Oh, I don't know. But I like this piece a lot that Amy put together. I love this one. I love a lot of the art that's in here. I got to tell you, if I actually bought it all, I would need, I don't know, a warehouse to hang it in, maybe just like this.
Well, if people are buying houses at a crazy rate right now and you need art to put into your brand new house, give us a call. Come on down, meet the artist. They don't even put you on the show to figure out what it is and why you like what you picked. And away we go. It's kind of nice.
And the other thing we haven't talked about in a long time is our merch store.
What merch store?
Slick got his from the Brooklyn Cafe merch store. It's brooklyncafe.itemorder.com, and you can scroll through all of the shirts, the shoes, the productions that we do.
Is that you? On your sweater.
It's a merch store. It's a merchandise store. Every producer in here has a merchandise store. Teddy has hers. Val has hers. Slick has his. Who else did we get?
I want one. You know how cool it would be? Me on like a sweater with like this like little crown, like a black jacket with like fire blazing in the back, maybe some like bees in the back or something. It'd be pretty cool.
What would it be like? Tell us.
What would Queen Bee do?
What What do you mean, what would I do? Like, what would I put on my sweater?
That's what would it say is what would Queen Bee do?
Oh, yeah, WWQBD. Thank you, guys. Tune in on Wednesdays for my show. It's quite great.
And don't be late.
WWQBD.
I probably will be, but it's fine.
I got to ask you, what would Queen Bee do if you saw a story that really just like
Grinds your
grinds your gears?
I have a very short fuse when it comes to certain things, and I do try to stay neutral and like biased. I'm like, not biased, sorry.
Unbiased.
Unbiased. I try to be like, you know what? Like, tell it from like a neutral perspective. But when I see stories that make me mad, for example, I despise animal cruelty. It makes me so upset. Like, it's a poor little puppy. How dare you kick it? Like, what is wrong with you? It just makes me so upset. And then I don't start shaking, but my voice just becomes like louder. And you can see like the frustration on my face as my eyeballs go really loud. And I just start shaking a lot more and like throwing my hands around. But I'm going to work on that so I can be better for the future. So this is a good place to start.
Wow. Do you get like that?
Me, I stomp my feet, I trip over the fan, I do all kinds of things. When we're on air, I try to totally stay unbiased, but deep down inside, like I told you, there's this certain bill that is passing that's going to affect in the fall that really just aggravates me on many levels, as a woman, as humanity, as people. Someone said to me the other day, people are annoying, but I like humanity. And I said, you sound like Teddy. And they said to me, every time you say that, you tell me I sound like Teddy. I'm like, pretty much, because I could see Teddy saying, I don't like people, but I like humanity. And this person says to me, right now I don't even really like humanity because people are not being nice right now with this whole pandemic. It has come now suddenly, because the CDC says it's over, it's over. So we were moving on. I went to a restaurant last night, packed. The bar was packed, the restaurant was packed, no one had masks on, which is fine because the CDC says you don't have to wear masks. All the employees did. So all of a sudden this light bulb went off and everyone's like, what do I do? It's like no one knows which way to turn.
Hold on, because you're gonna raise your blood pressure and drive yourself crazy.
No, I'm really not. It's just
you went to a restaurant.
And I haven't been inside a restaurant in a year and a half.
Time out. You went to a restaurant.
Where'd you go?
Well, we don't want to say the name, but you went to a restaurant. And there were 3 friends of yours there. So there's 4 of you, right?
No, 3 of us.
Oh, there's 3 of you. Okay. Number 1, you had a choice to go or not to go.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, you had a choice to go somewhere else. Number 3, you could wear your mask, not wear your mask. You could wear your mask and eat with it. You still have choice.
Absolutely.
Like there was a guy on the news yesterday screaming because the West Palm Beach with the mandates in school. This is the new thing. They want the kids to keep the mask on. This group that came in. And this savage was screaming at the top of his lungs, screaming at him. In the opposite way.
Oh, no, the restaurant was great. I mean, there were people where appropriately sit down. There was not.
But the people.
Packed. It was just a culture shock for me walking in. But it wasn't like hundreds and hundreds of people body to body. There were a few people spread out of the bar. The tables were full.
You could have sat outside.
It was full. But yes, you could have done a lot of things. It's just coming out of what we come out of. You realize everyone's got a really short fuse.
Do you? Yeah, absolutely. Do you get mad because you decided to do it and afterwards you think about maybe I shouldn't have done it, maybe I shouldn't have gone, maybe?
I wasn't mad.
No?
I wasn't mad, but it's just this culture shock kind of thing.
I think it's because I saw that the other day. I was walking up and down Atlantic, I like walking up and down.
It's packed.
And it is, it's insane. And it's not, I'm not doing anything. I know, I wear my mask. I avoid people, but it's slightly shocking to see wow, I was here, a few months ago and it was completely empty and no one was out without a mask. And now it is wall to wall. You have to go into the street half the time because you can't get across the sidewalk. So it is just, you see it and it's like, wow, I haven't seen this in almost 2 years now.
It's amazing because we have a lot of friends on Atlantic. We were up there for 2.5 years and maybe every restaurant on that strip was in our studios at one time or another. And I remember when this thing started, I told you about it. I was walking in the street because it was so packed. I'm not ready to go to Atlantic because I know it must be like a mob. There are a couple of places that you go to in Fort Lauderdale, no? Yeah.
Nowhere. I am a saint.
Yeah, I have pictures. Don't say you don't go nowhere.
I am a saint, no, but I don't go anywhere to be honest with you. So, yeah, but I know Las Olas is getting
Las Olas must
crazy.
be packed.
Yeah.
But there's a couple schools with us. One of my girlfriends, she works from home. She has her office at home. She closes the door. She sees all her patients virtually from home. And she says she's kind of gotten used to not going out, having no commitments on the weekend, not getting dressed, not putting on your makeup. It's kind of just freeing to go, you know what, I don't have that commitment. So for her, that was, I've been here every day with you for what, a year and a half. We never didn't come in except for 2 weeks. For her, she said it was really her first time out at a restaurant. And she said it was kind of culture shock for her to actually see people, to get dressed, to go back into your closet and find something to wear. So all these, I know it sounds silly to you, but you and I get up and get dressed and get out of the house. There are people that now, have you seen the commercials? Now it's time to put your sweatpants away and time to open up your closet. It's like now that you're wearing regular clothes again.
It's a great commercial.
All the commercials are now changing again. It's very cool what advertising can do, but you realize the power of the media.
Well, it's funny because when we started, remember the three of us were deciding, what are we going to do? So we stayed at home, except for you.
I stayed home for a couple weeks.
And
4 days.
And I was paranoid. I didn't want to leave my house because I didn't know what was going on. And I'm the first one that made fun of this thing, right? And it's funny that you have Seattle sweatshirt on because that's where it all started from. Remember?
It started in San Francisco.
The senior home in Seattle.
Yeah, the senior home in Seattle.
When it became public.
Yeah.
But I was staying home and we were doing pancakes from home. I was trying to figure out how to do the internet from home.
Yep.
All of that craziness. And then we decided, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this together. And everybody came in here. And, you know, you wear your mask all the time. We didn't take it off. Some of us still wear them. And it's your choice. The biggest problem that we have is when people from the outside come in and you're not allowed to say that you get your shot. You can't ask that. It's illegal. So the question is, how do you work this out? Do you just say it's okay? Do you not say it's okay? Do you have them wear the mask? I know a place right now you can't go to work if you don't have your shot. I thought that was illegal. Can't go to school if you don't have a
It's
shot.
not illegal to have people not work in the office because it's a health risk for other people, I believe. But they can't deny customers if they have or haven't had their shot.
But does that make sense to anybody in here?
I think it's ridiculous the way it was done. I have a lot of opinions on
And
it.
it's funny because Val works at Pink.
Yeah.
And I would like to.
Unnamed store at the mall.
Huh?
That unnamed store at the mall.
Well, it's a store at the mall. No, an unnamed store. No, they're the greatest, but they have a right to say yes or no, right?
They're
Is that the way it
not
works
allowed
or no?
to because you can't discriminate.
Oh, I can't.
against-
Yeah.
So you can't say yes or no.
Same with me too. So it's kind of like an influx
You're not.
of. I
Now
can't
they
say
were
no.
one of the most strictest ones at the beginning.
At the beginning,
Another
yeah.
one that should be named nameless.
Yeah.
You were not allowed to even park without a mask at his places.
Really?
They
Yeah.
push me away.
They
They said,
push
you
you
gotta
out,
have
yeah.
a mask or you gotta turn around.
Yeah.
Because they've asked so many people to walk into this thing.
Yeah. And now it's kind of like we can't ask nothing. So.
And so people come in without masks?
Yeah. I ask them, you know, take a step back when they asking me a question or like they're coming up to me. It's just like I just don't notice it. And then some of them even say, "I'm vaccinated. It's okay."
Congratulations.
I'm like,
I'm going to have a handful of plastic cookies to give to people because I've had people tell me that, oh, do you mind backing up? Well, I'm vaccinated. I'm like, yeah, me too. Do you mind backing up?
It's just like
because you're
personal
up on
space,
me.
too. Like, ooh.
Yeah, I have a personal space bubble even before COVID. Imagine a hula hoop. Like,
Like,
I
you're literally
don't
up
want
in
you in
my
my
bubble,
space,
yeah.
vaccinated or not.
You're right. You don't want people breathing on you any more than you wanted people breathing on you before.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, I went to Walmart, and I went to Walmart,
She's
and
opening it up for her.
Well, you can also go to him if you want. I went to Walmart and I had my mask on because I'm gonna wear my mask for a while in public places. It's the way I feel.
Yeah.
So a lady says to me, "Oh, so you didn't get vaccinated?" And I said, "I did." And she says, "So why are you wearing the mask?" I said, "Because I can." Well, you shouldn't. I said, "I shouldn't what?"
Again, why do you engage people at Walmart all the time?
It was a lady I was talking to.
But it's
kinda
only
fun
you
fighting.
and
Engage a
only
lot.
Walmart.
He always engages.
It's kind of fun fighting the people though, because I've had people tell me that, like, oh, why do you wear a mask? You shouldn't wear one if you're vaccinated. I'm like, I've had someone do surgery on me for multiple hours. Are you gonna tell me that surgeon shouldn't have worn the mask? My dad just got a 4.5-hour surgery. You telling me the surgeon's gonna die because he wore a mask? I think
Yeah,
we're
like,
fine.
They're Jay chilling.
Is it okay if I say to someone, because stupid people are going to ask me like you, can I say that to the person talking to me? A lady comes up to me, why are you wearing a mask? Because stupid people are going to ask me like you, can I say that? Is that okay?
I mean, I say it if they're going to ask me a stupid
Hold it.
question.
Think about that question before you answer it. She's approaching me. I didn't approach her. Am I allowed to defend myself and say, well, you're stupid to ask? Or no?
Let her have it.
Is that too much?
No, no mercy out here.
People think
Obama
they think they're
mentality.
doing the right thing, and they think that they're trying to save you. People have this like Messiah mentality where like, no, you don't know the mask is bad for you, but they don't understand that you're doing what's right for you, and you have a choice. And people, if you come back at them rudely, they'll see you're the jerk because you didn't, I don't know, change your entire existence.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's interesting. I'm coming back rudely. I get it. So I should have said.
You don't have to say why is it stupid. You
I
could
should just
say,
ignore her and walk away.
I usually say because I want to. I have my personal reasons. That's usually my answer. Is I have personal reasons that I choose to wear a mask.
Or because I can.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people feel they have to engage you in a conversation.
Don't talk to me. If you see me in
See?
public,
She would say, I don't like
don't
people, but I
talk
like
to me. I don't want to talk to you.
They want to like.
People haven't spoken to anybody in so long.
Long, yeah. That's
And
what
the first thing you want to do is try and start a fight because I'm
No,
wearing a
that
mask
was-
and not bugging
Well,
anyone.
she was a little bit nervous. Why are you weren't vaccinated? She was. So she's like, you
So
weren't
she can't,
vaccinated.
let her just stay away from you. If she's nervous.
But why did she walk up to me? Is my
That's
point.
what I'm saying. It's just, people are just.
I've come into it where it's like it's not they're not questioning me because I'm wearing a mask. We're one of the only stores that is still limiting people coming in and out of the store. So I've been questioned, and she wasn't wearing a mask, but she was
They never
like
are.
giving me the third degree about like why are we still keeping a cap on the store? And part of it actually makes sense is one, the company hasn't given us the approval to just let everyone waltz in and out. And two is these days we're kind of short staffed. There could be 2 managers and me outside. Like there could be 2 people inside and me outside. It's 3 people in the entire store. 1 on the register,
Only 3?
1 associate on the floor.
Wow.
So it's hard. Like you can't have 20 people inside with 2 associates.
People are dying, Karen.
And
People are dying. They're allowed to limit it.
And you know what?
Mary.
I still have a
Thanks,
question.
Karen.
After giving this whole entire spiel, they're still like, well, I don't need help. I don't need an associate. Let me in. No.
Well, let me ask you, do you think the CDC should have consulted with corporate America before they made this announcement?
No, because corporate America is a pain in the butt, and every corporation's different.
Every governor
That's an
in this
interesting question,
country
though.
went to the CDC and says, we are dying. We need you to be, what's a big person? The Pope. We need you to be the Pope and say, it's okay, take off your mask. Because every business in the majors, from baseball to hockey to everything, stores are dying.
But that's not because of them. That's because of the people. Like, you can still go. My boyfriend just went to a hockey game a few weeks ago, and he wore a mask, and he went to the hockey game, and you were allowed to go, and the stadium was still there, and you just had to have a seat between them.
They're going to lift it on the 21st, I think, or the 1st.
But that's what I'm saying, is like
No more
them
masks.
dying is because people just don't want to wear masks.
But you got to understand, I won't go to a game if the mask is an option. If they say, no, it's okay, no more masks, you're going to have more people come out.
Which means none of us
Back in February,
Just craziness.
When we went to the race, there was, for the most of the race, no, we were there 2 days. Most of the
race?
NASCAR
Indianapolis.
We were there 2 days. The first day, I want to say it was the first day, a good portion of the race, there was no one next to us, and everyone was pretty spread out, and it was nice. It was comfortable. We took our mask off, obviously, because it was outside. There was no one around us. We felt safe enough to take our mask off. Now, this was before we were eligible to get the vaccine. And I think it was later on, there was a group that kind of sat behind us, like, you know, kind of like right behind us. And then there was another guy next to us who started out pretty far away, and he kept inching closer. And I was uncomfortable. Did we say anything? No, we probably should have, but Zach didn't want to pick a fight. Didn't want to start anything.
He'll go with you next time.
Yeah. So the fix for me was, I got up, I used the bathroom, I came back, I kept my mask on, because he didn't want a potential fight starting by me putting my mask on with the guy sitting there after he.
Was he next to you or behind you?
Huh?
Was he next
The
to you?
guy that kept inching closer was like where Bianca was. He was a little farther, and then he just kept coming closer. So when I came back, I told Zach to switch seats with me, so he was next to the guy and I wasn't. And he was uncomfortable.
Was he supposed to be sitting there?
No.
Okay, so
No. Ideally, no. They say you need to be, sit 6 feet apart.
So you should have told him. You're in my. Oh my God, you have no
Zach
idea.
said because he kept inching closer, like their knees were almost touching, is how close this guy was.
No.
Wait, was there like a reason, or was he just like, oh, you guys look fun, let me just,
Yeah,
like,
you guys-
why?
I had no
Who does that?
idea. We're pretty sure the guy was like
Yeah.
on something, like high or something. So Zach told me, because he eventually left, he was like, he kept coming closer. I was going to say something.
You have to do what Slick would do. He'll eat a taco and
Just bark at him.
and fart all over him.
Honestly, it's really not a bad.
You just start
It
barking.
works.
Just
It works. Or pick your nose and flink it at him.
No.
Your ears and do this. I guarantee people will leave you alone. That's the best
I like
thing.
to do, Michael's done this one before and it was really great. Some guy was sitting near us and it was at a bar and he's supposed to be away and he like pulled the seat. Michael goes, I'm sorry, are you going to take me to dinner? Because if not, I need you to just back up like 4 seats.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. He's like, unless you're with my group and you're buying me stuff, move.
I would have left the
Now it works because, my boyfriend is 6'4" and a big dude.
Well, he gets away with it. Just
Yeah.
say 6'4". No, next time you go like this with a fan.
I want to see
and you
RK do that next time.
That's not
Drink
nice.
on him.
You
Hold
go-
a beer, sneeze.
You go like
No,
this
there is.
and tell him, listen, I wouldn't sit there because I got some bad gas.
You know, they
And
say
then we-
like do you guys know what furries are?
Yeah.
They say like if you admit that you don't like wearing a mask, it's pretty much just saying that furries are stronger than you. Because furries are people
You know what?
who dress
I don't-
up as animals and like these full costumes. Like for example, I
That's what I
wolf.
thought furries were.
It's like a cosplay, but it's so much more. They wear these super thick.
They
huge
wear like
wolf masks.
it's mascot costumes. They do like custom made
Yeah,
mascot
and they'll wear
costumes.
them for like days or for hours, and it's
Really?
pretty much just
Why?
admitting
Yeah.
that a furry, a weirdo who dresses up.
Well,
in
they're
like
not.
full,
No, we don't want to
they're all
insult people because
They're
I know people. A lot of
That are
people who are
furries?
in my costuming classes were furries, or they get commissioned to make costumes for furries.
That's
it's
cool if you're commissioned.
it's
mascot.
someone explained it to me one time. It's like you make a separate personality kind of in that like animal that you design.
Yeah.
And then
It's
to
kinda like a
live it,
fetish kind of
they're in
thing.
like these mascot
fetish?
It's like I don't
costumes.
care if
furry
you do it by
fetish.
yourself, but it's odd when like it's
fetish?
happening right in front of me. For example,
It's not always a fetish. Sometimes
Ew,
it's like a
it was
coping
like in the
meta-
case that I saw it. Like
mechanism.
my friend, she told me once
I'm
that
trying not
she
to alienate people
was
here.
that just like at school, just chilling at school.
No judgment. I think if that's what you want to wear, like if you want to wear the panties that Bianca talked about the other day, and that's
all
your
in.
thing, then you're all in. If you're
That
into
was-
wearing
that's
furries,
don't even
it's
But
all
think
good
about
too.
it. But think about it. Nobody was sitting next to me. They saw me in panty and bra.
I mean, it's
Nobody.
true.
Right?
Yeah.
The other thing is buy those orange cones, those little ones.
Mm-hmm.
Put one next to the seat, in front, and in back.
Here's the interesting thing, right? We haven't been in a pandemic in 100 years, and now, fortunately, here we all are to talk about it as our generation, doing what we do as business owners. But for your generation, do you guys ever look back and think what this year was like and make it through the pandemic and how it feels in your 20-something to be where you are? You shake your head no. Val shakes her head yes. You've thought about it, Val?
I just think, oh, wow, this is what we're doing. Like, it's like a little bit of a shock that we're living through a pandemic.
Teddy?
I try not to think about it.
That's the best thing. Don't think
this
about it.
this year specifically has been
Challenge.
hellish. So
It's been a
the
challenging
the
year.
more I think, but also I think it's to a point. This sounds dumb, but like I've never been 25 before, so I don't really know how else it's supposed to go in like
Right.
your mid 20s. It's a pandemic, so it's it's stressful, but it's also like I don't know what else was supposed to happen. We were due for a pandemic after the polio epidemic.
Yeah, that's
so. At least this one
I
we
think
got a
us as a
vaccine
people
for.
should be cleaner. I think
Yeah,
we have
for
some,
sure.
we have
Restaurants are going to be
some
so much cleaner.
We
for
got
sure.
some serious problems, man. The
I
way things are for us, cleanliness wise, it's tremendous. It's what's all the stuff that has come out
Yeah.
We should have been pandemic 10 years ago.
You know what's incredible is they talk about how a lot of Asian countries like Japan and Singapore were able to get out of the pandemic faster because they have very cleanly
lifestyles.
Lifestyles where even before the pandemic, if you felt sick, you wore a mask so you didn't get other people sick, even if it was just a cold. If, there's no trash on the streets, you throw things out when you're in your home, you always wash things. Like, it was so much cleanlier even before the pandemic that they were able to greatly reduce the number of deaths and sicknesses because it was very natural for everyone to wear a mask and you wanted to protect other people. Whereas the ideology in America is, I'm going to protect myself, throw everyone else to the wolves. I'm going to do what I have to do for my family, which neither of them are wrong, but they're very different.
But that's the truth right there. You hit it right on the head. We're supposed to be in all this together. We're supposed to be looking out for one another. It ain't that. I look out for myself. I throw everybody else to the wolves. That's the truth of the nature of the beast.
It's the difference of you protect your own and you protect your country.
Then they'll sprinkle some, what do you call it, sprinkles on it and say, well, if I don't take care of me, how am I supposed to take care of you? Yeah. The airplane thing with the oxygen mask, that's all a bunch of crap. The bottom line here is that everybody's going to look out for themselves. Every angle that they can get to get a better deal, they're going to look out for themselves. And the funniest thing is that we can invite people for free to come in to get them jump-started or get some business or network like what happened again today. And they say, no, it's too good to be true. Really? It's too good to be true, but they'll believe a lie.
I got to tell you, though, but the Comcast opportunity has been we're going to go to commercial, Val, in a second. Has been an incredible opportunity that you get to see the differences of business that really that are ready now to up-level their business and take that opportunity and do it. And I spoke to one of the commercials today, and I said, well, what do you think? He says, I want to see what you can do. He said, show me what you can do, and we'll go from there. So that's what Taylor's working on, is doing a template. And I said, we're going to show him what we can do.
And I spoke to one of the ones that we did, too, and he's doing a radio show. Because they want to blow it up.
But that's where you see the difference in business. Those that are ready to go, you know what? I've been here, I've done that, let's go. And others that are either tiptoeing in or, unfortunately, because everyone is so short-staffed, they got to tiptoe out.
Starting Saturday, starting Monday morning, you're going to have to get 5 jobs for your unemployment check. DeSantis signed it today. They are lifting that. You don't have to look for work. Now they want you to look for work because there's a new sheriff in town, and it's called, I don't want to pay unemployment no more. So they're going to do everything in their power not to pay you. It was put in place so you stood home. It worked. I got to tell you something. You got to tip your hat to that plan. It worked. Now, nobody wants to come out to play, right? But they're going to change it. They're going to lift it. And any reason you give them not to pay you is what's going to happen. So beware. Buyer beware.
I'd like to see all these businesses continue to stay open.
That's true.
We got some good news from a friend of ours and re-signing their lease for their business, which makes me very happy that they're able to stay where they are because the community needs them very, very much.
Yeah, but we had a resolution to that problem too.
Yes, we did.
There is so much going on right now. Don't think that the only choice you have is one. There's more than one choice. Trust me when I tell you that. So she had a choice.
A lot of stuff. I love having our crew here because I feel like it's our living room. We're just having a conversation. I almost wish we had a camera there and everyone could see what this whole set looks like. It's just remarkable to see all these young minds that create what we do.
Don't we have a gizmo that captures like 16 cameras now?
Yeah, we do. You know what? Remember, we have the 360. Maybe we can hook that. I know it eats a lot of bandwidth. No. So he's like, no. Oh, we can put the drone in here? Mosquito in the house. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more with some hot topics at the Brooklyn Cafe. Give us a call, weigh in on what's going on. 888-994-4995, Studio A. We'll be right back.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
Hey everybody, this is Jeff from PromoStuffForYou.com. We are now entering some really challenging and uncertain times, but one thing is for certain is branding and marketing doesn't stop. At PromoStuffForYou.com, we have access to 1.4 million promotional and branded products. We want to sit down with you and help you come up with that right strategy to make sure that the remainder of this year goes smoothly for you and make sure that your name is out there. Branding is the most important thing a company can do, and it's not just for cattle anymore. So contact PromoStuffForYou.com, 561-693-2117. Visit our website, call us, we're happy to help. You can reach us at 561-693-2117.
Introducing Verijet, a new concept in short-haul aviation designed to get passengers closer to where they want to go. Powered by the award-winning Cirrus Vision Jet. The aviation world is talking about its unique state-of-the-art safety features, including the aircraft parachute system, and safe return that allows it to land itself in an emergency. Cabins are disinfected between passengers, and microparticle filtration treats the air every 30 seconds. All in a beautifully appointed premium cabin with plenty of room and first-class service and amenities. Verijet, the best short-haul alternative.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
So, you've been hearing all the exciting buzz and chatter about this new game changer in the pickup and delivery and rideshare space. And now you want to know more. Well, forget everything you knew about the tired old delivery and rideshare services that bully restaurants, take advantage of drivers, and confuse consumers into spending way more than they should. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, where we put you first. When you sign up as a driver with Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, we onboard you with your own credit card merchant account. That's right! With Trip, you're in the driver's seat as an owner-operator of your own business, and you'll always earn 100% of the delivery fee, rideshare fee, cancellation fee, wait time, and tip. And therefore, we charge a low monthly fee to use the Trip platform. For only $39.99 per month, you can sign up as a side hustle driver, allowing you up to 75 rides, 75 deliveries, or 75 of both combined per month. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, where drivers earn more, consumers and riders pay less, and restaurants are charged less. Trip Rides. Going places, doing good.
This segment is brought to you by Trip Deliveries. They are a way better food delivery service because they don't upcharge the restaurants or you. They just charge you a flat delivery fee of $2 to $3, and it helps out the restaurant and you. Now back to Dawn and Fred.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Oh. And then sunk the slick shit.
You gotta love Dan. Teddy goes, do you think? And Dan puts his mask on and goes, oh, like that on the table. And
Wow.
don't ever play poker with Dan, is all I can tell you. Or play against him, there you go.
Wow. I didn't know that you guys got all that information.
That was
from him.
yesterday. Oh yeah, you didn't feel well yesterday.
No.
You were in a whole nother zone yesterday.
Yes, I was. Listen, Maria.
From the Spa Facial.
From Spa Facial was supposed to be here tomorrow, but she is 9 to 9, 12 hours
That's
of
amazing.
booked appointment. She, even today, she says, Freddie, I can't even text you because it's one after the other after the other. So
Things are opening up. People are getting ready, need to do it. I got to tell you, this mask-me thing, I just need my skin to stop erupting, and then I'll be very happy. I'll go over to Maria, get a facial, because it's not been a pretty sight.
But you have to get in touch with Maria. You got to make an appointment because she's keeping it safe, one person at a time. I can only imagine there's not enough time in the day to do all the people. She says she's booked out like a week, 2 weeks in advance.
That's
It's
great.
craziness.
That's good for her, though.
It is good for her, but it's something.
You see, things are opening up, which is really, really nice. How you doing over there, Taylor?
I'm doing pretty good.
She came out from her cave.
Yes.
Do you keep earbuds in when you're working?
No, sometimes if I feel like I'm like annoying everyone with the replaying of the same music over and over again. But I get in the zone and then I don't even realize that I'm replaying the same thing over and over.
She totally gets in a zone. I watch her, and everyone's in there talking and working around you, and you're just zoned. And I don't know how you do it with all that other noise coming in without freaking out, because when everyone's doing that, it's like crazy. But you're working hard. That's a new commercial that she's putting together. It's a great agency that we're working with that does placement for assisted living, independent living, memory care. They work with Medicaid placement, and there's no charge to you, the client. Once your loved one is placed in their facility for they consider long-term placement over 30 days. The facility takes care of their payment, so it is free to the client for loved one placement.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. He says every single location from Miami to Palm Beach, he can have an affiliation with.
Are we going to do a Comcast window where all of these people who have agreed to do business with us, are we going to highlight them on the show?
Sure,
Like a
I would like to.
I would like to open up like a Comcast store.
That's kind of cool.
And then you open the door and then that thing plays. What are you doing? Oh, I didn't know what you
She's
were
on
doing.
social media or
Because
something.
no,
Reading emails.
No, she
'Cause you guys
takes
sent me some
pictures
emails
when you're
today.
on the phone. She
did
got
that
me a
today.
picture with my hat off and I was scratching my head talking on the phone and you were and she's taking pictures.
It was really great because I walked out. I had to ask you guys a question. And Dawn was FaceTiming in one meeting. You were over here on the phone in another meeting. And I was, wow, we're like a business that has two separate meetings.
Wow.
Wow, we're really a real business, a viable business.
Wow.
I didn't get up from that chair for 3 hours. I had a computer.
You, where Teddy's sitting, I left my buttocks.
Yeah, there's still a butt print here.
I had my computer on the table. I had my little satchel of papers on the other side. It was a great productive morning.
I had over 500 emails today.
Did you answer them all?
No, some I didn't. I can't. It's just too much work. But people now are beginning to catch wind and they want to know more about what we got going with the Comcast piece. I'm going to tell you something. You don't take advantage of this Comcast piece and then you decide to do it 6 months from now, you're going to pay 4 times the amount of money.
It was kind of cool because yesterday one of your clients came in and we sat and we went over all of the demographics in every zone. And I have to tell you, the amount of information it shows you, it breaks it down per household, per income, per demographic, race, age, everything of where you want your business, because every business is targeted to someplace different. And it's fascinating when you break down the demographics from West Palm Beach down to Miami-Dade, what the breakdown is.
It's funny how quickly you caught on to what he was thinking, but you and I, we talked about this because we ended up in the same place.
But we had never, when you talk it through, sometimes you really get a sense of what you're looking for. And that's how we're going to be placing our commercials in the Boca Del Rey area.
And there's demographics for every business. Everything is different. Ice cream people that are younger usually. That's strange though. I gotta take that back. Because ice cream is for everybody, right? Young kids, you like ice cream?
No.
How was that ice cream? Slick found it. You
He don't like ice cream either?
He found it. He found the
So what
birthday
are
cake
you eating,
remix.
Kate?
The birthday cake remix.
I thought that young people liked
I
ice
like
cream.
ice cream. The small amount during the month that I can eat it.
Yeah, but you're
I like
25
ice
years
cream.
old. You're an old person.
He's older than me.
He doesn't eat ice cream.
What do you think he's eating right now?
You said cake.
Remember the last time we had that Cold Stone cake and half of it went missing, and we
Yeah,
found
he
it
took
because
the
there was a
half of it
picture
that-
of it.
he took it home. Did you see the
No,
chunk?
he
He
ate
took-
half of it.
The cookie dough remix. It's Taylor's favorite.
I like the Oreo overload too. All of them are.
What's
really
in it?
good. Oreo overload. It's sweet cream ice cream, and then it has double the Oreos, fudge, and chocolate chips.
Are you going to have an over the pandemic ice cream special?
I don't know.
Like a made-up thing, like, Hallelujah or Hope
You
Survives
guys ever
kind
have
of.
bubblegum ice cream?
I would,
like
I
the-
would be
I
in.
feel
I'll
like
be
we
in for
might
that.
have,
It's not
but
that
when
good.
I've been working there. So the most popular kids one is cotton candy, and we used to have gumballs actually that you could mix in, and all the kids always wanted gumballs. Usually the parents would be like, "You're not getting gumballs."
I can only
you're gonna
imagine
choke
you
on them."
chewing and like cracking a tooth on a gumball in ice cream.
I did it.
She's 25.
There used to be a clown's face with two gumball eyes.
Ice
They have
cream,
the
ice
SpongeBob
cream
ones.
trucks hit different though. Man, I'd be at the park and I'd be like, "Mommy, I need unos helados. Can I have ice cream, please?" And she'd be like, "Bianca, no." And I'd be like, "Please, mommy." She'd be like, "Fine." So I'd sprint up there, and I would either get the SpongeBob one with the two two gumballs, but eyeballs, but one of them would be here and one of them would be here. Or it would be like this red cone, and you would eat like the little, like, it was sorbet kind of, and they had this really good gumball on the bottom, and it only lasted for 10 seconds. The flavor was terrible, but it was like amazing. I really wanted to eat the whole truck, but I only had one because I was a good person.
It's funny. I was hiring a Good Humor truck to park out here front.
who what?
A Good Humor.
What's a good humor?
Good Humor is an ice cream truck.
Oh.
You don't know Good Humor?
No. I just ate all the ice cream
You know
trucks.
Mr. Softy?
No.
Conchale.
I
Good
know the-
Humor.
Huh?
Good Humor is a fantastic.
Softy.
Oh.
Mr. Softy, they don't have it down yet. But I talked to the Good Humor because we met him at Meisner. And I tried to chummy with him. And
Yeah, you tried.
oh my God. For 3 hours, they wanted enough for me to pay my mortgage.
I know. But you never know what it is now. We should
Let's
do
call
like
him now.
an ice cream social thing.
See how much business he's doing now.
An ice cream social. So there's this flower. Ever heard of this? You probably have, Freddie, because you're kind of like Batman. The corpse flower. Ever heard of the corpse flower?
I have.
What
Yeah,
is
apparently
that?
There's one out in San Francisco.
They bloom not very often, every 20, 30 years or something.
What is it?
It's a giant flower that smells disgusting when it blooms. They only bloom, I don't know how often, but like only, I don't know, 20, 30, decade, whatever. It smells terrible when it blooms, like a rotting body. That's why it's called a corpse flower.
So this guy, he brought his corpse flower over to a gas station, and apparently people will go see anything bizarre. So people are flocking to this gas station in San Francisco to get a whiff of the corpse flower.
I think we should get one. Put it outside, though.
It's such an ugly flower, too. I'm looking at it right
It
now.
reminds me of,
You have a picture of it?
yeah.
Let me see. It looks
What
like
was that, the
looks
show
like a
where it
giant
was like
leaf.
Seymour where they named it?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes, that's what it kind of reminds me of, right?
Yeah.
It's like a real living Little Shop of Horrors.
No, it's
Like a
beautiful.
little,
what the hell is this thing
Audrey
coming out of
2.
it?
That's probably the flower, I don't know, but it smells like death. It's called the
All right,
corpse
see if we
flower.
can order one.
They're
We'll have
very,
Slick
very
stand outside
rare.
with it.
And meanwhile, your cicadas are invading all
I
of the
told
world.
you, cicada.
How did you know before even the news knew about the cicadas?
Because I lived in the Bronx and we had cicadas.
So now you can eat them.
Of course.
You can put them on like cookies and
They're
people are
delicious. You
eating
can
them.
fry them
Well, they have good
on a-
protein.
on a grill.
Yes,
you
that's
fry
exactly
them.
what they say. They're
Yeah.
good for protein.
Excellent. Except you
It's-
got to take the eyes off because they're bitter.
It's feeding the ecosystem, apparently, is what they're doing now.
Yes, when you eat it, then you feed the ecosystem.
No, but like the different fish are eating it, and the
Different fish are eating it. On land?
Yeah, the fish that walk up on land, they like get their little feet and they waddle
No,
over.
when
And
they
Do
they
you
eat
know
it.
that there's a tree fish? Do you know that?
Did you know there's a cornfish?
A cornfish.
No, I'm kidding.
There's a tree fish. Teddy made a comment when fish climb trees, and I said there is a tree fish, and there is.
yeah, apparently you knew
Probably
that
hangs around
too. Doesn't it make you aggravated when you tell Freddie he's wrong, and then you go, "I hate to say you were right again."
I hate when he's still like the prop, like when we were talking about like the tree fish does exist. It doesn't climb trees, but it does exist. And it makes me so frustrated because I'm like, you're wrong, but like you're not.
Yeah, that's the thing. I said to you the other day, I hate to admit it, but you were right again. And I know those curtains are going to look good, and I'm going to go, I hate to admit it, but you were right again.
It's going to look great. And then when we fill in this over here, it's going to look spectacular.
I know. It's
and then we're
pretty
going to have the
remarkable.
lights. It's more spectacularness.
It's pretty amazing. Let's have a light Slick. Slick looks like he's in his living room right here, doesn't he?
Do you want me to wash your car while you're sitting there having your... We're going to put streamers, lights.
It's
It's
kind
going
of
to
a
light
nice
it all
shot
up.
right there. We got Slick in front of Barbara Silver. We should get another little sitting chair over there, making a whole nother sitting area.
That's what's the idea until you do away the table. Don't stop the music. So Jeffrey's here, right? And that's the name of the new music show the interviews are talking about. So he looks up, because, you know, Jeffrey's always looking down. He looks up, he goes, wow, you weren't kidding. I wasn't kidding. What am I kidding about?
I got to tell you, business has totally changed. And now I think about what you talked about with the restaurant where everyone rents a different day. He told us that now it's happening with synagogues, which is amazing to me that...
What are they doing?
Different synagogues are merging together because...
They can't make it on their own.
You can't make it on your own right now, especially after the pandemic. People don't have the extra money to pay full dues and pay religious school and keep your building and keep everything, the staff. So if they go under one umbrella, then you can do it here on one day, here on another day. It's a great concept because this way it keeps going, all the businesses that keep going. It's kind of like this whole network.
And you have to do what you have to do. This is going back when this thing first started. And those 4 restaurants are going to go out of business, and they got together. And I think it was Monday, Tuesday, whatever the setup was, and they would change the menu. So today's Chinese, tomorrow's Italian. And
It's pretty sick.
And they stayed in business. Now they're out on their own again, but they stayed up.
It shows you everything is business. Synagogues, churches, it's business. That people are employed, you have salaries to pay, all different things to do.
I told you, in a restaurant, you go in, one person of the party becomes the waiter, and you serve the people.
Ever been a waiter?
Me? 10 seconds.
Anyone here ever been, no, Taylor kind of is in the service industry on food. Teddy, you?
Teddy was.
Yeah.
How
I
was
was a hostess and a waitress.
Hardest job right now, I think, ever.
God, being a waitress
I had
sounds awful.
when we used to do it, the pub I worked at was 2 floors, and the wait staff, like employees, weren't allowed to use the elevator, so you had to climb up either the front stairs or the back stairs with like 4 hot plates on your arm, and all of us had permanent, or at the time permanent burns of like semicircles on our arms where the plates would sit. It sucked.
Wow.
But I got such good exercise. My calves were made of steel from climbing up the stairs every day, like 18 million times a day. You would have to put people in the elevator and then run up the stairs to meet them at the top.
I wouldn't take that job.
How about you, Bianca?
Great work.
I worked at a donut shop.
Oh, you told us you had to eat a dozen donuts.
Yes, that was so good. But yeah, I worked there, but there was like definitely many different kinds of people. It made me realize that I will never ever be a waitress because I have the memory of a goldfish. Also, it's like some people were just so odd. We actually had a flat earther at my job. He came in.
Vinny.
He came in and he was like, he had a shirt that said "Flat Earthers do it better," and I made the mistake of saying, "Do you believe the Earth is flat?" And this man stood next to me for 30 minutes telling me that the Earth is flat. And that NASA is lying to us. And that all the pictures of the Earth, they're not real. And he's like,
what do you do when someone has an opinion that, in your opinion, is so far wrong?
You smile
and they
and look
spend
away.
30 minutes trying to convince you of what they have to say so much that you're like biting your lip thinking, no, this isn't real. No, this isn't real. You would have the conversation and
It happened to
refute
me
it.
at the gas station.
It happens all the time. I'm not going to ask Teddy. She's going to take out her axe.
Don't ask me.
What do you do?
Actually, surprisingly, with my personality, I usually just smile.
Yeah.
Because it happens a lot here that,
Yeah, it happens
Like,
people say
"Oh,
stuff. I'm just like, oh,
nice."
yeah. Uh-huh. No, yeah, I totally get that. No, that is definitely an opinion. That is definitely an idea. Uh-huh. And then I usually am like, but I have to use the restroom, but why don't you go, I'll get you water in a minute. You just sit down and then I just run.
Oh, you guys should do a segment, like a blooper, and go fact, and then put the big fact, then opinion, and like this whole fact opinion segment.
I really like when, my favorite is when people come up to me and they're like, did you know? And they like try and tell me a fact, like, I don't. I'm trying to think of one that's like not super political right now, but it'll just be something stupid like, do you know it's a fact that the sky is red, and it's something very stupid, and you're like,
they'll be like, the sky is red, but you
Okay.
only see blue because that's what they want you to see, and you're like,
yeah.
It's
what?
the blue pill or the red
or when they
pill?
give you a fact that's an opinion. I can't think of an example that's not super political right now, but like they'll tell you an opinion, be like, no, that's a fact. I'm like, definitely an opinion.
that's
A guy at
Scientific
Costco
theory
told
can't
me,
prove that.
You know, and then he saw me putting the thing in the gas, right? And he's on the other side of the pump. So he comes out with, you know, Jesus is here to save you. So I ignore, and now he's getting louder. And you have to be. So I turn around and says, didn't Jesus teach you how to put the gas in your car? Turn around and pump your gas. No, I need to talk to you. I says, you ain't going to talk to me. Pump your gas and pump your brakes. I don't need to hear
Why
this.
does everyone engage you? Again, at Walmart, maybe you should stop going
Walmart
there.
is odd.
If you want to laugh,
Superior.
go to a college campus, a public college campus, and just sit by the library, because every public college campus has, you go to the library and there's these one or two people and they're screaming about abortion with pictures of like baby dolls covered in
that's
blood.
so
And you know,
odd.
whatever your opinion is on that, that's your choice. But if you're gonna hold up a poster of a plastic baby doll covered in ketchup and tell me that's an abortion, I'm gonna laugh at you. Or I really love the people who'd stand in the middle and a girl would walk by in like shorts and go, slut!
Yes!
Jesus will save you, slut! And you're like,
so funny.
I am a freshman in college. I am wearing shorts because it's 98 degrees outside and I'm going to class, but thank you.
Like, shoddy, if you want me
And
to
they'll
just, like,
scream at anyone that passes by these horrible things and then tell you that Jesus will save you from them. Like, again, faith is an awesome thing.
be like, bro, obviously
Please
Jesus
don't yell
didn't
at
teach
me.
you fashion sense when you walking around looking like that.
So someone said to me
Please don't yell
they
at me.
tried to bring this other conversation over to their side. She goes, I think I convinced them to come over to my side.
But why?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
the
I
dark
don't-
side.
I don't think I do that. I just
Why?
tell you my opinion. Why?
Why would anybody, why would you spend, you're on this earth maybe if you're lucky 80 years, why would you spend any time worried about, number one, something you can't control, number two, coming over to my side? You know, on my side, what I need you to be is logical. You know, be nice to the person sitting next to you. If you can't do that, we got nothing to share. We got nothing to talk about. Nothing. If you're going to hurt the person in front of you or on this side or take advantage of them, and we got nothing to talk about. I don't care if you think it's purple, blue, green, makes no difference. We got nothing to share. And it's
Taylor?
such a sad truth.
What do you do?
When people are talking about things I don't agree with, I don't know. Probably the same thing as Teddy, just like, okay. That's the good thing
You
about
get mad. I
masks
see you
right
get
now
mad. I
is that
see
I
you.
don't have to like fake laugh at people all the time.
That is the good thing about masks, because you can hide your facial expressions.
I think we should put a mask and says, hide your real truth.
That is the good thing.
I used to mouth things under my mask at people
You
while
still
they were
do.
talking.
You still do.
Oh, I still do.
You still mouth things. You
But
talk
it's-
to yourself.
But it's harder now because, you know, well, I still do wear a mask everywhere. But
I hear you walking away.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Slick, what do you do?
Oh, God.
when we stop wearing masks, it's going to be harder.
What do you think Slick does? You know what Slick does?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's easy. I honestly just let them finish up what they need to say to me.
And then what? And then what do you do? I want to hear this.
No, I just say, cool, that's nice.
Really?
To have your opinion, but
You're going to really say that to me? To my really? To my face? You're going to stand there?
Earth is flat.
No, I'm talking about yesterday. You didn't do that? Mm.
But he wasn't wrong, though.
I didn't say he was wrong.
Thank you. The problem came towards me. I didn't even go towards the problem. I just said, what I said.
Well, let's bring that up. We got 3 minutes left. Somebody comes at you with something. Do you confront it? Do you walk to the side of
It
it?
depends how stupid it is. For example,
very
ready,
stupid.
you come up to me and you're like, Earth is flat. I'm going to be like, I hear you. That is the stupidest thing you've told me. That's awesome, but my opinion is also my opinion, I suppose, and I believe that the Earth is round. So you can go over there and walk in a straight line and fall off the edge of the Earth. I'm just going to fly my plane without worrying. Do not come back to me with tomfoolery.
But you're going to say all now? All you
Yeah,
got to do
100%.
is say, enjoy your day.
No. Sometimes
I'm
you
glad
just
you
gotta
think
tell them.
so.
Sometimes it's just like not enough to be like, hey, it really depends. If I'm working, I'm not gonna be like, I'm never gonna say that because whatever, I'm working. But if one of my friends especially says that, I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm gonna knock you out. Like,
Mine
I
is
can't let
usually
you go
just-
around looking like a fool. If it's a random person, I'll try my best to be like, haha, that's great. Whatever.
Dunder Mifflin in the house.
What is that?
The Office.
I don't. No, I don't watch it anymore. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It's the stupidest show I've ever seen.
It's all right.
They have worn that show out to the core.
Look, that is wrong.
That's just confusing. That's from the
Tell
Office
him.
too?
Disagree.
There you go.
Disagree, but whatever.
Do you know? Do you know how old?
That's her
Hold on.
favorite.
Do you know how old The Office is? Look it
Yeah.
up.
It's all right.
I'm
Still a
actually reading a
classic.
book about it though.
Are they still filming it?
No.
Think of it. 19 years.
I didn't like it until I got to like the third season, and I was like, all right, it's funny
Why?
now.
Really?
Like the first time you watch the first 2 seasons, you're like, this is so awkward, and I feel awkward and horrible
And
for
then you
everyone
learn
in
that
this
the
show.
cringy is so
And then by the third
funny.
season, it's just funny, and you're like, all right, I get
They
it.
got no
I get
filters
it.
on that show.
Yeah.
Exactly,
So
that's what
whatever
makes
they
it
say,
good.
they do. Is that
It's
like
painful.
you? You have
Yeah,
no
I think
filters?
it's funny.
You
I
act
have
like
no
that?
filter? No.
She
At
totally
work, are
does.
you like The Office?
No. But I think it's funny because that wouldn't actually, like, there's no one really like Michael Scott in real life.
True.
But
There was
I've
no
been
one like
to
Michael
some
Scott.
fun call
He
room
was nice.
offices, and let me tell you, some
Okay.
of them are
Okay, so
productions.
now I'm going to share my grain with you. I saw they remade Friends,
Mm-hmm.
and they dropped the intro. Did you see it?
No.
I saw
I
it
saw
this
they
morning.
recreated the set or something.
I saw it this morning. They dropped it. I'm gonna tell you, I ran to the bathroom and I had to barf. I don't ever want to see Friends again. I had this image. The only one that stayed beautiful was what's
Jennifer
her face.
Aniston.
That's it. Everybody else
Courtney
aged.
Cox looks great.
No, she had a baby or something and exploded. But but Jennifer Aniston looked great. The rest of them look like dried up prunes. Sorry to tell you.
Phoebe looks good. I forget.
No,
who's
no,
it?
Phoebe
Lisa
don't look
the
Kudrow?
girls, I think, look really good.
Yeah, Lisa Kudrow.
Courtney
Cox
right?
looks
I think
great.
she looks
The
great.
guy.
Courtney is on a
age.
show now, and she had a baby. She's huge.
No.
Yeah.
Courtney Cox has got to be my age. There's no way she's pregnant.
She had a baby
Blonde
on the
one?
show, and she's like 400 pounds on the show. It's 911. Black 911, black ops, whatever.
Please tell me.
I have
who
no idea what he's talking
because
about.
there's no way.
I think his conversations went 8 different
Do
directions.
you know what 911 is, the show?
No.
It's a show about talking about how she's the one that answers the phone when you call 911. She says, I have an emergency. It's called
Yeah, the
911
responder.
emergency. Look it up. And she's on there. Of course she's on there. But remember the guy who was a good-looking actor? They played the actor. Joey.
How did you
Oh
get that?
My God.
You sound like Janice. Oh my God.
Joey has aged, and he has no filters. So they all were talking about, and he came out with this one line, and everybody was dying. But they've aged. I feel horrible. I feel like a prune. I was watching this. I used to watch this.
I mean, I was doing that a few years ago. The guy who did Home Improvement he came out with a new show. And it was like, Home Improvement was like a fun show. It's like a sitcom. It was the most like politically uncomfortable show. Like they would just randomly like be talking about Home Improvement and then like, oh, our president's great, isn't he? He's amazing. He's the worst. He's terrible. And I was like, wow. We were talking about Home Improvement and 2x4s, and now we're on to the White House.
Because they needed the grants.
It was insane, that show.
You
And they got
remember
old,
the
too.
Taylor, the two-man
Wow.
Taylor?
Oh, here's the intro. Home Improvement.
Taylor?
Tim Taylor.
Tim Taylor?
Yeah, that's the
Tim the
show.
Toolman Taylor.
Do you know that he served 15 years in prison?
After that show, I believe it.
Why?
He was terrifying.
Before, he used to
before.
rock cars. It's a true story about him. Look him up.
Courtney
Home Improvement
Cox
was-
is like this big, but Joey looks like he's 60. Wow.
So she must have had the baby, and now she's thin again. It happens.
She couldn't have had a baby for a long time. All these ladies are close to
Dawn,
my
they've been
age.
talking about 2 years to do this.
Unbelievable,
They
right?
lost weight. You see how old they look? They
Well,
look
the
pruny.
men, yeah.
The men look like they've aged and become mummies.
And the women look fantastic.
There's only one woman that looks fantastic.
Jennifer Aniston does not age.
And I got to tell you, I am a big fan of Cox, whatever her
Courtney
name is.
Cox?
Yes. I loved her. She did the scary movies, right? No, I'm not in love with Cox. Okay? Courtney Cox.
Nice job.
That didn't come out right, but I said
You
it
should
right.
say it again.
Just talking about, like, be careful what you say because people will edit anything. And I want everyone to know that I will be clipping that on Twitch.
Valerie,
Courtney
this goes
Cox.
we can review.
I love Courtney Cox. You guys are stupid. All of you, stupid. You see what I mean?
It was already gone. You already said it.
I said I love Courtney Cox. I gotta tell you, I was madly in love with her. She did the scary movies, didn't she? Not that there's anything wrong with it. What's the problem? So if I said this, so what? Not Discovery. She did the horror movies. Didn't she do a horror movie? Courtney Cox, wasn't she in one of the... What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Wow, that's it. I'm done.
Have a great day, everyone. We hope we gave you a little bit of a laugh there. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Look at Dan. He's eating his fingers. Dan, get your hand out of your mouth. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't do that.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and